What a special honor this is, guys. This next guest is the manager of legends and champions such as Islam Makhachev, Kamaru Usman, Ankalaev, Cejudo, Kayla Harrison, Belal Muhammad, and the list goes on. Ali Abdelaziz, I really appreciate you joining me on Submission Radio, man. I know you're a busy man.
Hey, man, thank you for having me again. I'm going to become a regular guest there, but I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, man. And let's get straight into it because we're on the heels of UFC 307, but I'm just a bit confused, and I know a lot of the fans are as well. Why wasn't Ankalaev given that title shot just yesterday at Utah?
Listen, I think UFC, Alex Pereira, I can't say nothing bad about him. I think he's a great fighter. I think he brings a lot of excitement. I think he's a guy always willing to fight, right? But we know about the UFC, the best fight, the best, right? I don't believe he is the best. I believe Magomed Ankalaev is the best. A lot of people believe that. UFC is a business. They said, hey, listen, we get it. Let him fight Khalil. He fights Rakic. He go out there and win, and they can both fight. And we at this point, Alex did his job. Ankalaev have to go there and knock Rakic out or smash him, and he will get his shot. But in reality, like people saying he's under protections. They fighters, man. I don't think any fighter needs protections. It would be disrespectful for me to say that. But I think Alex is a great champion. I think Ankalaev is a superior in everywhere. I believe Ankalaev will beat him in wrestling and grappling. I believe Ankalaev doesn't get hit. Rakic get hit. And I believe Ankalaev really truly believe he's gonna knock him out. But he have to fight Rakic next. But it's a UFC decisions. This is what they want. I can't control the state business. But in a way, I'm fighting for him teeth and nail every moment with them. But at the end of the day, they have to do what they have to do. But you can guarantee this. He go out there and beat Rakic, and he's gonna fight Alex Pereira next.
Mm. What do you think? Because there are people out there speculating. I know Alex put out a social media post. Do you think that Alex Pereira hangs around at light heavyweight to fight Ankalaev, or do you think there is a chance he might actually go to heavyweight or fight somebody else or try to do something and potentially not even fight Ankalaev next?
It would be embarrassing if he did this. It would be clearly. He said he's not running. It would be clearly running. But listen, let's see what happens. Listen, Ankalaev need to focus on Rakic. But if I'm a champion, and if I believe I'm the best in the world, I'm gonna fight anybody. And listen, remember, Islam Makhachev take him a long time to get there. But when he's there, he is there for a long time. Khabib, Kamaru. These guys who wait for a long time to become a champion, they hang around for a while. And I believe this is going to be the deal with Ankalaev. I think he'll beat Rakic. I think he will knock out Alex Pereira. I believe he have every skill set to do it. And I believe he will do it.
Mm. So you believe he actually knocks Alex Pereira out? That's how you see the fight going.
Listen, I didn't know too much about Khalil before. I think he was 50-50 type of fighter. Yesterday, I'm a fan for life, was Khalil Roundtree.
Yeah.
Khalil Roundtree dropped him 2 times. I believe Ankalaev is have way more precision, way smarter than both of them. And I believe Alex Pereira chin is a little bit better at light heavyweight, but the man been in so many wars, and I believe his chin is not there, and it's normal. It's not knocking on him. I don't think his chin is there 100%. Listen, I was happy with him for him. I was next to his kids. They're such a great kids, and let the man enjoy his victory. I'm not gonna try to tear him down, but I believe Ankalaev will beat him. But Ankalaev have to beat Rakic first.
Mm. Let's talk about the co-main as well, man. Juliana Pena walks away with the title. People didn't quite agree with the decision. Some people felt like Pennington won. You were there live. What did you make of the fight?
It was close, man. The first round was, Raquel beat her 4-5, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
2-3, Juliana won by taking her back and holding her there. First round, it was very close. It could have went either way, but I believe if you have the champion, you have to give it to the champion. But I have no problem for Juliana winning, and it's a lot more fun because now I believe her and Kayla is going to put on an exciting, built-up fight. Stylistic is a great matchup. I don't believe Juliana have a chance at all against Kayla. I believe she will have a problem. But, I'm happy for Juliana. I like Juliana, honestly. She brings fun, she brings excitement. And I'm happy for her team. Her coach doesn't get enough credit. Now they have Belal as a champion. Uh, uh, Julian's a champion, but all road coming to an end. And I think it will. She gonna defend her title against Kayla, and I believe Kayla will dominate it from start to finish.
But what did you make when she was doing the post-fight press conference and she was saying Amanda Nunes could potentially be the next person?
She doesn't. Hey, Juliana doesn't get to call any shots. It's Dana White and Hunter and Macon, these guys who call the shots. Listen, when you are champion, it's your job to defend the title against whoever the UFC wants you to. You fight the best in the world. The best in the world right now is Kayla Harrison. Everybody in the world think Kayla Harrison is the best in the world. When they fight, Kayla Harrison will be a favorite. Do you agree with me? You don't think she'll be a favorite?
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of fans believe Kayla would win that fight.
Yeah, I believe Kayla would win the fight too. Listen, at the end of the day, Kayla, she was taking antibiotic all week. She was bleeding all week. She was, her weight cut, it was easier this time. I can say that. But she have a lot of challenges going through this camp. No excuse. She would never tell you that. But I'm going to tell you this. If anybody else would have pulled out from this fight. But she's still winning there. One unanimous decision, 30-27. And guess what? Juliana cannot run from Kayla because in reality, Kayla's the A side. Kayla's the people wanted to see fight for the title. Kayla's the star here. You see the press conference. She brought fire to this division. I don't care what anybody said. That's the best thing the UFC ever did. And that's the best thing Kayla did. Come into the UFC, try to be recognized as the best fighter in the world. Because she wasn't getting this credit in other promotions. But now she's in the UFC, and she will get the credit for it.
Mm. So you say she's had a pretty rough camp going into this fight, huh? Like you said, antibiotics.
No, when she come to Utah, she have crazy bleeding. I hope she's not. She never wants excuse. I'm not making an excuse for her.
Yeah.
This is true. And when a fighter will take antibiotic, your weight cut is hard, your condition is hard, everything become harder.
Yeah, wow. Okay, well, congratulations to her, and I can't wait. Hopefully that is the next fight next. Let's talk a little bit about the welterweight division, Ali, because I keep seeing reports of different fights for Kamaru Usman, but I want to get it straight from you. Where are we at with Kamaru? Is there actually any fight planned for him? Because I keep seeing Jack Della pop up. Then I saw someone suggest Shavkat might fight Usman instead of Belal. Where are we at with Kamaru Usman? How's he looking?
Kamaru is a gangster. He fights anybody. It doesn't matter. All those guys can call him out. They all want to hype. They know they have to talk about Kamaru to get hype. But guess what? Kamaru always did what everybody else wanted. From day one, fought anybody. He doesn't care. Until this day. But me, as his manager, I have to make some decisions for him. Whoever he needs to fight, for him to fight for the title next, that's who he's going to fight. Simple.
Mm-hmm. Are we looking, is the timeline soon? Do you think it could be this year? Are we looking at 2025? How does it look right now?
January, February. He's January, February. He'll be fighting there around this time.
Mm. So that's good timing as well, because I'm guessing it's going to be Shavkat and Belal. Is that still the fight we're looking for as Belal's?
Yeah. Listen, I'm not here to announce fights, but, this is the UFC talked about. But if that's the UFC choose to, Belal don't care who to fight. He can bring a Coca-Cola bottle. Doesn't matter. Belal also one of these guys don't care. He's a champion. He have to fight whatever goes in front of him. Listen, Belal fought everybody. The only two in the division. And he doesn't have no problem fighting with anybody.
How exciting,
But
man.
you know, one of the things too, what is scaring me? Kayla is now the #1 contender, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I hope Juliana will step up and fight Kayla the next 3, 4, 5 months. I hope, because now the new things. We see the situation with Umar, right? Guys become champion. I'm not saying Juliana. They wanted to go get surgeries. They want to go get milk it, and it really hurting the business, hurting them, because an active champion is the best thing a champion can do. Alex Pereira, he went from somebody just got knocked out by 2 division champion by doing what? By fighting, right? You think if Alex Pereira was taking his time every 6 months, he would have fought Ankalaev by now. I promise you this. I hope Juliana, she step up to the plate and take on the challenge, and the best woman is gonna win. Whoever, she's a world champion. She's a 2-time division champion now, Juliana. And guess what? She have the biggest challenge in her life in front of her. She know that, and we all know that. And I don't think Juliana's scared. That's one thing. This woman, she's too crazy to be scared. But I hope she will not take too long to fight Kayla.
Yeah. Do you think she's going to come back quick? I don't know, man. Looks like she wants that Amanda Nunes fight to me.
I have a feeling no, but she can. I hope she proved me wrong.
Okay, great. Hey, speaking of Umar, dude, I saw you were having a friendly wrestling match with Merab as well at the front of the hotel. How's that fight looking, dude?
It wasn't friendly. I was feeling it.
Okay, well, what did you feel? What did you feel?
I was feeling it. Listen, Merab said he want to fight Umar. He'll beat Umar. I don't have beef with Merab. Me and him is cordial, but he know who I'm rooting for, who know who I'm with, 1,000,000%. Listen, Umar told me this yesterday. He said, my job to tie Khabib record, and if I have to beat Khabib record, I have to call him. If I have to wait to fight for Merab, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fight. I'm not waiting. Because now we know Umar cannot fight in Ramadan. Now Merab want to fight in Ramadan, right? In a way, but Umar is not going to wait for nobody. He's a guy who's not a champion, but he have a championship mentality. He said, if I'm the best in the world, I'm supposed to beat everybody. And guess what? If something happened, happened. But this will show you how confident this young man is. But I'm telling you something. Merab don't want to fight Umar in December or January or February. I will keep it at that. Like I said, I don't have no beef with Merab at all. I'm happy for the guy who won. But I'm going to tell you something. Did Merab really want to fight Umar? Only Merab no. But he's not ready. In fact, he might be injured. He might be whatever it is, right? But I'm not saying he's scared. But also sometimes people want to make business decisions. And maybe his business decision not to fight Umar now, ask to fight Umar in Ramadan, because Umar not going to fight in Ramadan. You cannot pay Umar $100 million and he will not fight in Ramadan. This is the UFC job. It's not my job, But I know the UFC told me he's fighting Umar. They showed him on the screen. But Umar is not going to wait for nobody.
Well, Merab definitely doesn't.
I was hoping Aldo to win for Umar to fight him, If Umar is not fighting Merab, Song Dongan out there, it's whatever. Umar will fight whatever. It doesn't matter who.
Yeah, well, Merab definitely doesn't want to fight Umar. I think he's made that clear in some of the interviews that he's made. But like with Umar, would you do Sean O'Malley maybe? Or do you wait for that if
Sean
Umar
O'Malley
becomes
just have a
champion?
surgery. You just have a surgery then. That's the plan was Umar beat Merab, and after that Umar gave Sean O'Malley a title shot coming off a loss. Because I believe Sean O'Malley deserved it. He built a division. He made everybody money. Why not give the guy love for making the 135 excited it is today?
How does the Merab Umar fight go in your mind?
I think Merab is very good at one thing. Great gas tank, great wrestling. But I can tell you this. I don't think Merab will take Umar down once, not once. And I can put my name on it, my reputation on it, because I haven't seen Umar taken down in 5 years by nobody.
Yeah, wow.
Islam have hard time to take Umar down. His big brother cannot take him down. You almost like try to catch air. Umar is the air. You can't catch air. Umar is almost invisible. Nobody's invisible. But if you talk about some guy invisible, I think Umar better than all of them.
Thank our sponsor Manscaped, who makes it possible for Submission Radio to stick around and bring you these interviews that you guys are enjoying. 20% off at Manscaped with the code word submission at manscaped.com and free shipping. And I want to talk to you about something a little different today, and that is their amazing Beard and Dome bundle. That features the Dome Shaver Pro and the Beard Hedger. What is the Dome Shaver Pro, you ask? Well, it's a little beast that comes with 5 premium rotary blades optimized specifically for head shaving. You got the Manscaped skin-safe technology that means you don't have to experience nicks and cuts. Whether you're new to head shaving or a seasoned pro, this feature offers peace of mind. And what about the versatility with the fact that it's fully waterproof, so you can use it wet or dry, take it in the shower for a quick and convenient shave. The cleanup is a breeze. And don't forget, you get that high-performance 9,500 RPM motor. Oh baby! This powerful motor provides a consistent and effective shave every time. No more dealing with patchy or uneven results. The Dome Shaver Pro gets it done every time, and perfect to put in your gym bag after a big session at the gym. Boom! The Dome Shaver Pro has you sorted. You guys know about the Beard Hedger with its 20 different length options. It's the perfect companion for sculpting and styling your facial hair with ease. It's waterproof as well. You can trim with confidence in the sink or shower. 60 minutes of runtime on a single charge. The Beard and Dome bundle from Manscaped is now available. It's the perfect duo. Get 20% off with the code word submission. That's 20% off with the code word submission. And now back to the interview. Speaking of Islam, man, so Arman is definitely next. It looks like January is the date for that fight.
Hey, like I said.
Because they got Michael Chandler fighting Charles Oliveira. So I only ask because people are questioning whether Arman
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The only people who care about in this division is like you know, I'm not gonna say nobody cares because I think it's a good fight. I think Islam is gonna fight probably in January.
Mm-hmm.
He's a champion. He have to fight whatever the UFC want him to fight. Doesn't matter who. But I can see Arman next. I think he deserves it. You know, and Islam would like to get this rematch back too.
So Islam wants to get this rematch back because I've seen, I spoke to Javier Mendez. I've seen Islam talk about the fact that he's not that excited to fight the same guys again.
Islam, it doesn't matter. He's a champion. It's a quote on UFC PI. If you are the champion, you have to fight anybody, anywhere, anything. Like that, you know, it's you're a champion. You're the best. You're the baddest man on the planet. You can't be ducking people. Nobody should be ducking people as a champion.
A man that never ducks anyone is Justin Gaethje. I want to find out from you, what are we looking for Justin Gaethje next? Because the division is pretty exciting. A lot of people are saying this Poirier fight, the guys meet each other one more time, but you got Dan Hooker in the division. You got Conor McGregor looking for a fight. Ideally, what do you think would make sense for a legend like Justin Gaethje next?
Let's be real. Conor McGregor will never. He got offered this fight at least 5 times.
Really? 5?
At least five. He never wanted to have to do anything with Justin Gaethje. He said the reason he didn't want to fight Justin because Justin talked bad to him on Twitter and Instagram before, and the history we have with him. He didn't want to lose to our team, I guess.
When was this? When was this, Ali?
Through the last 5-6 years, we got offered Justin Gaethje so many times. Never once. This man, even the UFC told me this, hey, leave him alone. Don't talk with him. He doesn't like to fight people who talk bad to him on the internet. I promise you. He liked the one to start the talk and you retaliate. Why do you think Chandler being so nice to him? Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because he was being told not to talk bad to Conor. Conor have to start talking bad and he talk bad back. You know, he's a weak mental midget. He's soft like a marshmallow, and he's no good son of a bitch. This is what he is.
You know what's interesting, man? It was the 6-year anniversary of the Khabib fight just on October 6th. Isn't that crazy? 6 years since Conor and Khabib fought in Las Vegas. What now that you look back on it 6 years later, like
It's
what
been
pops out to you?
it's been 6 years since Conor lost his soul. Khabib took everything away from him. He took his manhood. He took his soul. He was never the same. He was never the same. He will never be the same. He took everything away from this man. This man, every time he looked at himself in the mirror, he think about a Dagestani guy was a papaka, was a wig. This is inevitable. He ruined him. And Habib said, "I'm gonna change your face. I'm gonna change your mental." Remember that? And I'm telling you something. The UFC lost so much money because Habib. But this is the game. You have to fight the best. And Habib was the best at the same time. And Conor fought the best. And he got whooped.
Historic moment in history, man. One of the biggest fights ever. There he is, Ali Abdelaziz. Guys, make sure to follow Ali on Ali Abdelaziz 00 on social media. As we wrap up, Ali, what are a couple of other fighters or people that people need to look out for from your team that have big fights coming up? You got a lot of great fighters under you.
I think Tatiana Soros fighting December 7, #1 contender match. I think she's best female fighter in this division. She have won over 3 UFC champions. She's never been a champion. I think Movsar Ovalov. He's fighting my friend Aljamain Sterling. And I believe this is one of the best fight of the year stylistically. But I think Movsar is one of the most avoided guys in the division. Honestly, respect to Aljamain. Nobody want to fight Movsar. Movsar is, I'm telling you, is the best. I trained with this guy recently. I never trained with him before. He reminds me of Habib, man. A lot of things he does. His discipline, his personality, his persona. He doesn't have the charisma of Habib. But I'm going to tell you something. He is the best 145er in the world by a mile. I'm telling you, he is so good. And you haven't seen the best of him yet. But you will see. I believe he's #1 contender. We got Usman Nurmagomedov. He's one of the best lightweight in the world right after Islam. He's #2. One guy, I believe he's going to be the best lightweight in Habib gym. He's the UAE warrior. His name is Amro. I'm going to tell you something, man. He's one of the nastiest guy on Habib team. He comes from Muay Thai. His striking is nothing, second to nothing. Justin Gaethje, we try to see what's going on with him. I believe Dan Hooker will be the next fight. I don't think he deserves it.
Why did you think Dan Hooker deserves it, man? He just beat Gamrot in such an impressive fight in Perth. Such a legend.
I used to like this guy, but I think, and I know he's from Australia, and I like Izzy, I like Alex, but I think when he starts lying about people, every fight Justin Gaethje fight, they never look the same. He will never look the same after this fight.
He's been in there with some legends. He's been in there with Dustin Poirier. He's been in there.
He have not been there with Justin Gaethje. I don't care. Islam even. I think Justin Gaethje create damage. And he takes something from you every time you fight with him. Look at the guys who fought him. They all out of the UFC or they all has lost their career.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'd love to see those two legends meet each other.
Sure.
Just from a fan perspective. I love Dan Hooker. He's a friend of mine. But I love that fight. I love the fight. I appreciate that fight.
I respect him as a fighter. Hey, don't take this away from him. But he's no legend. He's a legend is maybe Australian legend. I'll give him that. He's an Australian.
Yeah, New Zealand. He's a Kiwi legend. Yeah,
whatever. Best of luck.
Pioneer in the sport over here. Yeah,
it's a great fight, man. I'm excited to it. It's a great fight. Yeah.
Well, dude, I appreciate you joining me. I know you're a bit jet lagged after Utah, but there's so much stuff happening. I just had to chat to you, and I'm really hoping to see Kayla get this title shot. I'm really hoping to see Ankalaev. I can't wait to see him at UFC 308, and I appreciate you joining me on the program, man.